Now it's time for our last talk. We are a bit late, but I'm sure we will get a nice young refreshment because as our final closing talk, we have a special presentation of one of the, I would say, latest products of EMBnet members collaboration, and that is exchange of Erasmus students between several members, initiated by our colleague David from Belgium. And I would like to ask David for introduction of this cooperation and as well the presentation of his students. Please, David.
Thank you. Lubos, do you see my screen?
Yes, everything is perfect.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Coornaert David. I'm
sorry,
working.
Speak more loud. You're far
you
from
don't
your
hear
microphone.
Me? You don't hear me?
It's perfect sound for me. No problem at all.
No?
Okay, it's a little low, but it's okay.
Okay, so my name is Coornaert David. I'm a teacher in bioinformatics, and .be stands for Belgium. So here is where Belgium is for some people who don't know it. We are mainly located in the city of Mons, which is southwest of Brussels, and surrounded by 3 airports, one in Charleroi, one in Brussels, and another one in France, in Lille. The HEH is a university college, which has 4 different departments, and I will focus on the last one, the Science and Technology department. The Science and Technology department is graduating students in 4 different professionalizing bachelor levels, one in IT, one in graphism, one in electronics, and one which is what I'm concerned with in biotechnology. It's also graduating students in 6 different engineer levels, 2 in buildings, 2 in IT, 1 as surveyor, and recently we started a live data technology engineering level. Regarding the bioinformatics bachelor level, which I'm focusing on, students have to do in their final year a 3-month professional internship, as well as they have to write and realize a bachelor thesis. 10 years ago, I was asked by the authorities, can you provide bioinformatics companies that will be candidates to admit all bachelors? And I must confess that years ago, there were almost none in Belgium, and that it would be a very difficult question. Hence, I suggested to the authorities at the time that the students should do their professional internship within nodes of the EMBnet. The idea was acknowledged by the authorities, and I contacted Eric because I know that he's the kind of guy that likes this kind of pioneering. And we agreed that because it was kind of difficult to send someone in academic without an academic master, and that what we would do would be something similar to an academic master thesis that would last during 5 months, and that would be sort of decomposed into a 3-month professional internship and a global subject personal to the individual sent. So we started this in 2012, and our very first 2 pioneers were Axel Thieffry, that some of you have met in the EMBnet, and Yannick Laurent. And I want to mention that Axel Thieffry is very, very soon a PhD. And then in 2012, we sent another guy, 2 other guys, Adrien Janssens, that was with Cédric Lefranc. They were both going to visit Eric in Sweden, while Vivian was sent in Italy and was hosted by Domenica. The year after that, we sent Mathieu Lambert and Adrien Gourlet, that some of you know also in the EMBnet, that recently got his PhD. And many more followed, some to Sweden, some to Finland, to Italy, and to France. This year, we try to open new borders. 2 students went to Sweden and were hosted by Eric, so Louise and Benjamin. 2 new students went to Greece and were hosted by Dimitrios one went to Slovakia, and Lubos took charge of Gatien, while another one went to South America, was hosted by Emiliano. Of course, it was not an Erasmus project, it was something else, it's a fame. Regarding next year, and probably due to the pandemic stress, only 2 students are wishing to move into this Erasmus program. And if you are interested, I have their vitae. While regarding next year, we will have already 11 candidates, 11 students are candidates, so I will need to find new destination for this. During the last AGM in Skopje, where I presented the vitae of these students to, namely to Dimitrios and to Lubos and to Emiliano also, it was decided that at the end of the AGM, it was decided that, or suggested that some of the students should do a very short presentation of their work at the end of the future AGM, so today. And the jury has watched every student, and we have decided that Ahmed and Cyril did a nice job, and that they would be entitled the role of presenting for a very short student note now. So I give the word to Cyril. Cyril, when you are ready.
Yes. Hi. Hi. Hi, everyone. Yes. Do you see us?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Do you see the PowerPoint?
Yes, everything is working.
Okay, nice, nice. So hi, as Mr. Coornaert said, we are going to do a small presentation about our Erasmus. But first, let me introduce myself. I am Ahmed Kanfoud. And I'm Cyril Redermecker. We performed our Erasmus as part of bachelor degrees in bioinformatics at the HEH. We decided to go to Greece because we were interested in the proposed topic, and we also wanted a warm climate. We did our Erasmus in the same university, the Agricultural University of Athens, situated in Yerawado Street. We worked in the Institute d'ARC-DNA. It's a part of the genetic laboratory from the biotechnology department. I think that everyone knows already this institute. Our supervisor was Mr. Dimitrios, and we were taken in charge most of the time by Mr. Luis and Mrs. Eleni. On this slide, as you can see, there is the 4 main steps of our workflow. First, we download all the publication related to the user search on PubMed databases. After that, we use our filtering program on this downloaded publication. All the results are stored in a MariaDB database, and we will be able to visualize on the website using the tabs provided for. Finally, we decide to set up a graphical visualization of our results. So our filtering program was developed during our internship. Mine consists in our searching all the genes name related to the search of the user present in the article. Here is a final result of the result. As Ahmed program, I did my program during the internship, and except for the fact that instead of looking for the gene names, I was looking for the SNP ID. And here's, as you can see, here is an example of my result. So here is the image of the final homepage of our website. You can see the presence of several tabs on the page, and we will detail later. We have taken pictures to illustrate the different steps that we went through. Let's start with the first tab, data mining. As you can see on the picture, there are 3 elements. The first element being the search or word entered by the user. Then you can choose between the 2 options of the data mining program, the data mining program for the gene name research, and the data mining program for the SNP ID research. Then comes the data visualization tab. In this tab, you can notice that you can choose the program and the search word that you want to have the result.
This picture concerns the result of the SNP data mining program.
Regarding the program used to research genes, it is possible to visualize the results in two ways. In a classical way as for the SNP and in a graphical way.
So this is what the graphical visualizations look like. This graphical view allows to highlight the links between the genes concerning the user research.
This tab allows you to compare the results of our two programs. It compares the gene name list made by our program, and then it displays the results.
We arrive at the last tab of our website, which is data using. We wanted to use the data produced by our program, and here are two ways that you can use them.
The first one that can be used is an alignment program that aligns a DNA sequence provided by the user and with a reference sequence linked to the SNP.
This is a first try of an epigenetic research program, but we need to improve it. And so we are very satisfied with our subject because in order to carry them out, we had to apply a lot of theoretical notion seen during our bachelor degree. We found it very rewarding because it allowed to us to project ourselves more easily in a professional environment and to have more confidence in our current abilities.
Moreover, this trip, even if it was short because of the coronavirus, allowed us to evolve as a person, and we came out of this experience stronger.
Yeah, and during our internship, we have always used Python, and we don't know much about other programming language. So during the ERASMUS, we could discover a bit of MATLAB, and our supervisor, who was not really using Python, could observe our way of working. So this exchange allowed everyone to broaden their knowledge a little bit.
We had a project also to install a server there, but we didn't have the time. But we are very proud to have been able to bring something new to the people who welcomed us, even if it's not that much.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you have any question, we'll be happy to answer.
Thank you, Cyril. And thank you, Ahmed.
Thank you very much, guys. David, do you have anything to add?
Yes, I have something to ask, to add. There were, well, the situation was quite difficult. And the good thing is that there were two. He was not alone. They were not alone. It was not like Gatien who was alone. So they could support each other, and they collaborated. Finally, they found the new solution, the new question together. They had ideas that they were not supposed to be done initially, but they built something together, and they graduated with the, would you say, magna cum laude, or that's the biggest distinction that you can have. So we are very proud of them, and that's it.
Fantastic, congratulations. Yes, it was really very, very interesting, and I would say another proof that collaboration makes sense even in these times. Perfect, thank you very much.
Thank you.
David,
Yes.
I see that this collaboration that started, I would say, several years ago now, which has been very fruitful, and you see students all over now the bioinformatics area that have been coming from your university. Now I see that there is a need for enhancing this and expanding, which is very positive. It will also be very nice if we could hook up with maybe other universities that are intending to send people to other places. That means that we can really send and receive people from different, so this would be something that we could at EMBnet discuss in more detail and really have kind of an initiative for that. It's very, very encouraging.
The thing is that we've started this engineering level, and we are well. This is a new thing, but this will be much more international, of course, and we will probably attract people from different engineering universities. A bachelor degree in bioinformatics is unique in Belgium, and I don't know much about this in the world. Just a bachelor level, professionalizing bachelor. What you see frequently is master in bioinformatics, but a bachelor level, they are supposed to go and work normally after three years. And this is quite unique. It's unique in Belgium. I don't know in other countries. I know that in Slovakia they have one, but and we have seen that, and this is due to you mainly. That Axel did a PhD. Adrien finished a PhD. Renaud is beginning a PhD, and this is because of you. So not everyone is going to get a PhD. That's obvious, but that's good for them. They were brilliant, and they wanted to continue and to go further. Yannick did not. He wanted to work. So yes, I hope that we can enlarge, and I hope that people here will send me. I would like to host one of your students next year. Well, next year there are only 2, and they seem to be already decided for Sweden, even if they didn't contacted you already, but. I don't know why there is an attraction for Sweden. They want to go in Sweden.
I can tell you that it's not very common with bachelors in bioinformatics. Even at our university, only last year, or maybe the beginning of this year, the subject in education level, which means bachelor and master, was accepted at the university. That means it's officially education subject, as you know, biology, physics, mathematics is. So it's really interesting progress, but it has taken many, many years. So what I want to say by this is that collaborating and working together, we may even help other places in the planet that would like to establish these studies and these courses, because we can share experiences.
Thank you. I hope that we will continue. And as you know, we are trying to revive a Belgian EMBnet node. This is something in the pipeline at school, so maybe it will be simpler for the future.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, guys, again.